The eye of the Queen? How dare you! Treason! The Queen's eye? How dare he not identify himself when he first arrived? And how dare he accuse my foolish son of something as serious as treason? The Queen shall hear of this, mark my words. Sea Slode? Plus all this nonsense about Altma's superiority, and now murder? I am the Canon Reeve of Relenthil. I took an oath to serve and protect my community. How in the Queen's name am I supposed to reconcile my son's actions? Oh, Nadoril, what have you done? Please, you must talk to the Queen's eye. He needs to show mercy. I'm sure we can find a way to resolve this without... Oh, here comes Nadoril now.
Foolishness can be ignored. Murder and treason, not so much.
You and your queen have no authority over a true Altma, you mangy cat.
This one cannot allow your crimes to stand unanswered.
Nadoril! No! No! I understand. Relenthil is loyal to the Queen.
Sometimes the eye sees treason and must cut it out before it spreads. This one is sorry you had to witness that. Blasphemy, treason, murder. How many crimes must one commit to attract the attention of the executioner's blade? Raz decided that a message had to be sent. Enemies of the Queen will not be tolerated. Treason and the Queen's justice are serious business. Raz has been forced into this role on rare occasions, but he never seeks it out or looks forward to wielding the blade. A necessary part of my job, yes. No. Raz will see to the Canon Reeve and send word to the Queen before looking deeper into the Court of Bedlam. You should return to Artaeum and let the Sijiks know what we learned. I tell you, Five Claw, this whole situation makes Raz want to hiss.
You've returned intact. How wonderful. I was worried the Griffin might have been a bit too much, but I see you're not one to be easily deterred. Good. Tell me, how did you acquire your most lovely feather? How exciting! That's a story worth repeating, I'd say. Dress it up a bit, add a talking frog or two, and you've got yourself a classic tale of subterfuge and adventure. And with this lovely feather, your mask is complete. Now's the time to don your mask and play the game of boasts. Talk with the other three hopefuls, perform together, and then ask each other one question. Your answers must be tales that can wow the crowd, a chance to bond and perfect your act. You'll find the other potentials inside our quarters, the Manor of Masks. We have a talented crop this week, but I'm certain you'll fit right in. Don't forget to wear your mask. We can't force you, of course, but why not get used to it? Oh, not much, I'm afraid. I have many names, but my true name is spoken only in the dead of night, and only in the softest whispers. I am the daughter of a dragon and a rather robust Telvanni. I spit fire and turn into a wyvern on the full moon. Only me, of course. I'm teasing you. I was actually born whole from the earth when a lonely sapiarch cast a spell to create a wife. He was attractive, I'll give him that, but boring, so I left him with a mud pie and ran off to join the... Oh, you're no fun. I'm actually a simple farmer's daughter. Did I? Well, let's see. Have you taken a lover recently? What was their name? Oh, are you in a committed relationship, or was it a one-night tryst? Did you lift them to the heights of ecstasy, or leave them unfulfilled and disappointed? It's a question, isn't it? A personal question like yours, a question one stranger should never ask another in polite company. I have sponsored many in my time with the House of Reveries, just as one once sponsored me. Those names are theirs alone.
The House of Reveries owns most businesses within Relanthiel, though sometimes that makes for quite a bit of tension between them and the Cannon Reeve.
Look here. A stranger's loss might be our gain. I like campfires. They attract interesting people.
I heard that you were able to procure Alchemy's sponsorship. Excellent. I see you've been given a Hopeful's mask as well. Such a quaint practice. Auriel knows our task would be far easier if they weren't a tradition. As twins, we share a striking resemblance, but all Hopefuls wear a mask. Still, I have a suggestion. We were attacked by a griffin when we were little. Laredale pushed me aside to save me and took a wound to his chest. He still has the scar. None come to mind. Say, why don't you take my journal? I've kept numerous notes on my interactions with Laredale, leading up to when he decided to leave for Relanthiel. Perhaps something in there will offer the clues you seek.
Even an old sack might have treasure inside.
The House of Reveries is a lot more open to newcomers than the rest of Somerset, I'll tell you that. Even so, I was their first Nord. Maybe even their only Nord, truth be told.
Welcome, fellow hopeful. What's your talent? Ventriloquism? Dancing? Oh, are you one of those illusionists I've heard so much about? No matter. You're here to play the game of boasts, aren't you? First, we must perform together. Alchemy didn't explain it. Well, I'm happy to share. First, we must perform as a team so we can learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. Should we both be lucky enough to join the troupe, we'll already know how to put on a performance. Well, let's start simple, shall we? I'll do what I do, and you'll do what you do. Join me and we'll see what we can do together. After that comes the fun part, the boasts. Well, that's the part I consider most fun. That was impressive. You've got quite the talent for juggling. Never could I do that myself. Tried it once and nearly sliced off a finger. Now to the questions. I'll start. Tell me, my deft-fingered friend, where did you grow up? I've heard tell of this rock. Does it truly float above Vivec City, as the travelers from Morrowind tell it? I'm glad I don't live there, I'll tell you that. Big floating rock above my head? That's nerve-wracking. All right, ask your question. Oh, yes, all 6 of them. I grew up with a pack of wolves, you see. Lost my parents to a griffin attack when I was 2. But Mama took me in and taught me to hunt and fetch sticks. We still get together and hunt deer every other week. Hold on, that's 2 questions, isn't it? You only get 1. But here's a truth to match my boast. The House of Reveries is amazing! Performing every day, learning new tricks. Why, I used to have to sneak away every time I wanted to practice. Oh, you know how family is. If your ancestors weren't fire breathers, why would you want to be? Well, I wish you the best in your audition for the Grand Maestro. Here's hoping we both get in. Honestly, nothing would please me more.
Well, hello there. Good to see another hopeful join us. Would you like to help me with my performance? I always get a bit drunk before a performance. Helps loosen up the muscles. You know, swallowing a sword isn't as easy as it looks. There's always the danger it might cut you. A good brew helps my performance and helps me relax. I don't need a juggler. I need an announcer. Someone to sell my act. One thing about swallowing a sword, you can't talk when you do it, which means no one knows how amazing I am. So how about it? Build me up during my act. Just stand at that podium like we're up on stage. Then use your best announcer voice and talk me up to the crowd. Tell them there's no one half so clever as clever, and that they've never seen anyone like me. You've got a great voice. I almost worry you might have oversold me. Now, to the game. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but you're a fine-looking one, aren't you? Got someone special waiting at home? Tell me, I'm curious. Talk to me again after I'm another hour into my cups. I have a feeling you and I are going to get along famously. Now then, I asked my question. What's yours? What are you dying to know about your new paramour? Do I? What? Well, that's just rude, isn't it? What, I'm not enough of a mer for you? I'll have you know I'm more than enough for anyone. I'm teasing, silly. I know what you meant, but no, I have no siblings. The troop shall be my family. Very much so. Why, the first day I was here, Loxon gave me one of her very own dresses. Said it was a shame I didn't have anything decent to wear. I near cried. It was so beautiful. Everyone here is just so kind. Same to you, gorgeous. Oh, I just can't wait until we're all accepted. I heard the ceremony afterward is spectacular. Lots of food, lots of drink. You get to try on all sorts of perfumes and fine clothes. Oh, what an amazing night it shall be.
You must know, we are competing for the same post. Let me be clear then, in stating that I do not intend to fail my audition. I will join the House of Reveries. It is my destiny. Still, collaboration never hurts. Care to play the game? Even the most captivating of dances cannot entice an audience without the rhythm of a drum. The soothing sound of drum beats is primal, a reminder of our deepest selves. Yet I cannot drum and dance at the same time, so why not collaborate? Take this drum. 3 rhythm sections lie before you, fast, medium, and slow. I will move through the dances, I know, and you will match my speed on the drum. Match my speed, and we shall impress. Drum too fast or too slow, and we start over. Let's begin! And we transition. And again. Keep time. Our performance aligns. Impressive. Come, speak. Your rhythm could use refinement, but I salute your determination. May the best performer join the House of Reveries and become a great name. And now to my question. Who trained you? Dragon priests! I will admit that's a good story. You've a honeyed tongue and a claim to training that will impress the average rube. All right, fair's fair. You may ask me one question in return. What do you wish to know? Aye, 2 siblings, though only one is a sister. Joan and Jode are my twins, and on the nights when the shadow covers the moon, we dance together in the sky above. The thunder you hear on a stormy night, that's us, dancing across the clouds. You think so? I've been practicing my acting skills as well, you know. One never knows what performance he'll have to do next. These days are a far cry from what I was doing. I still have burns from failed fire spells, you know. I'd rather not speak of it. The stage is where I belong, and where I finally am. My past is in the past, and there it shall remain. Thank you for performing with me. Should we both be accepted, I'm glad to know I'll be in fine company.
King Camoran Eredon knows his place. He made no attempt to use the orrery for himself.
Relanthiel has performances, plays, even a bathhouse. The House of Reverie certainly has provided every comfort for their patrons.
Hello, what's this?
I know who you seek, Hopeful, but you will not find Fair Renaid here. She has departed for the moment, which means we can speak freely of your quest to find her brother Laredel. You wish to stop him from joining the House of Reveries. I'm well aware of what she believes. I wonder, though, if either of you have ever considered what Laredel wants. Do you truly wish to force Laredel onto a path he does not wish to walk? Do you believe that best serves the Sapiarchs? Well, then I'm confused. If you believe this, why help her track down her brother? Laredale has made his wishes clear. Why not respect them? I know Renaud loves her brother and believes she knows what is best, but his course is not hers to guide. Only if he wishes to speak to her. Right now he does not. Yet I'll admit to a moment of professional curiosity. You have played the game of boasts with the other hopefuls. Which of them do you believe is Laredale? Is he Firebird in disguise? I see. Is it clever, then? Do not be too quick to answer. When you join the House of Reveries, you leave behind all your former identity. For some, this includes the gender they were once known as. So tell me, is Laredale clever? Feathermoth, then? Think carefully of all you know about Laredale, all Renaud has told you, and all you have read in her journal. Yes, I am aware of the journal as well. Is Feathermoth the Mer you both seek?
This may sound a little strange, but do you mind helping me out? I've written a play, you see, but I'm too embarrassed to show it to anyone yet. Would you mind running some lines with me, just so I can get a feel for it? Excellent! Here's a copy of the script. Now, you're playing the role of a noble high elf who's fallen in love with a Khajiit trader. I'll be playing the Khajiit. Please, start at the top of page 8.
This one is sorry, my turtle dove. Though this one thinks you are 5-clawed and well-groomed, his love is only for the freedom which the sea provides. Every day he shall think of you. The beauty of Somerset is only matched by your face. Perhaps the love of the sea pales next to the love this one has for you. But how could we ever be together? I am but a rugged sea captain with nothing to my name but my charm and good looks. Your family would never approve us to be wed. Where would we go? The rough, hard sea is no place for a flowering dove such as yourself. No, this one must depart, yes? But He will always remember you. He will always remember us.
And scene. So, what do you think? And be... Really? You know, I think you're right. I'll show it to Grand Maestro Forte as soon as I can. If he likes it, I'm sure the troupe will produce it. Oh, I'm just so excited!
Our troupe was founded by Grand Maestro Ingress, a Mer of great artistic passion. She believed that every performer should live for their art, not fame or fortune. That's why she began the tradition of wearing masks.
It's not my place, or your... Only if he wishes to speak to her. I see. Is it clever, then? Do not be too quick to... Feathermoth, then? Think carefully of all you know about Laredale, all Renaid has told you, and all you have read in her journal. Yes, I am aware of the journal as interesting. You know, of course, I cannot divulge the name of any member of the House of Reveries, hopeful or no. To reveal their identity is grounds for expulsion. Laredale chose his own path. You must ask Renaid to abandon her search. Then tell her this truth, as it was told to me. Laredale has always envied her talent with magic. That envy is why he left, and why he wishes never to see her again. The truth is harsh, but it is my hope it will free Renaid to follow her dreams. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Grand Maestro is gathering our hopefuls in the amphitheater for their final audition. I would prefer you not attend. We have played our game, but there is no place here for a juggler using magic daggers.
Oh, hello. Sorry for wandering away. I've been so worried about finding my brother, I thought I'd take a moment to just breathe. I always find the sea so calming. How goes your search? Were you able to discover which of the hopefuls is Laredale? Oh, drat. I was hoping she wouldn't discover you. She's a mage, you know. We recognize our own, and magic comes off her in waves powerful enough that even a blind novice would notice. Well? What did she say? But that's ridiculous! Laredale and I, we've always been together. The only time we were apart were the 3 minutes between when I was born and he was. No, that's ludicrous. Laredale never envied me. He was better than me. Alchemy is lying to you. Absolutely not. Can you imagine one of the top mages of our generation doing parlor tricks for wine-gobbling nobles? It would be a crime against Somerset. No, we must bring him to his senses. Tell me, what name has he taken here? I see. Perhaps I asked too much of you, involving you in an affair that I should have handled myself. No matter. We shall solve this at the final audition. Once I reveal Laredale with magic, he'll have to leave with me. This is bigger than Desires, and joining the Sapiarchs isn't just my dream. It was once Laredale's too. We both longed to study magic with the best in Somerset, and he's just forgotten. As his sister, as one who loves him, I must remind him. Yes, once his identity is revealed to all, the House of Reveries cannot allow him to join. That is their requirement, is it not? To keep their identity secret? Once the spell they've cast on him is broken, I'm certain Laredale will leave with me.
I seem to recall asking you not to come. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to take the stage. I'll publicly withdraw my sponsorship if I have to. However, is everything with Renaid all right? Did you come here to tell me something? She what? Why, that stubborn, unrelenting... Oh, no. We can't cancel, and I can't allow my hopefuls to be unmasked. It would ruin them. Please, take the stage. I know some magic. I can use it to redirect Renaid's spell to unmask you and only you.
May the audition begin. You dare unmask our hopefuls? Simply unforgivable. You are henceforth banished from Relanthiel. Return and your freedom shall be forfeit.
You! How could you? You betrayed me.
Leave our sacred stage at once, before I have you wrapped in chains.
Has she left? Has Renaid departed for Lilandro? Did I do the right thing? Was it right to lie to her about who I was? What if she never forgives me? I suppose there's no denying that now. Though I'd ask you, please, don't share it with the others. When I joined the House of Reveries over a year ago, I gave up being Laredale. I am alchemy, but my sister... well, she had other plans for me. We're twins. We've always been together. But while she loves studying and solitude, I hate it. I love crowds and people and noise. To join the stuffy Sapiarchs, there's no greater punishment. Yet Renaid craves it. How could I take her dream away? She needs us together. If I refuse to join the Sapiarchs and tell her I want to stay here, she'll give up her dream. She'll sacrifice her happiness for mine and be miserable. I can't do that to her. I'm lost. What should I do? Should I tell? Would that work? Yes, I could send her a letter and explain everything. Once I know she's followed her dream, once I know she's settled. Yes, I'll do that. I'll tell her everything, but only then. Thank you for the idea.
Come to gloat over my misfortune? Or does alchemy simply want to make sure I leave town? No matter. Neither of you need worry about me any longer. My brother wants nothing to do with me, and I'll respect that. I depart for Lilandril today. So my persistence has finally convinced my brother to speak to me? Or is this simply another warning to never again contact the sibling who is like my other half? No matter. Laredale has obviously turned his back on me. Deliver your message. If he's willing to talk in a letter, why can't he talk to me in person? No matter. This is no longer your concern, but you did aid me. You deserve recompense. Take this and consider our business concluded.
You're never content to rest on your laurels. I admire that. Right behind you, partner.
Come on, Alamar. Pull yourself to... my aching head. Where in Oblivion am I? Yes, that's right. This is Russefeld. I came here to buy some wine. That's it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, don't tell me I lost them. My wine bottles! They should be right here. Oh, Father's going to kill me if I come home empty-handed. Again. I must have lost them during the winery tour. I may have had one too many tastings. It's all still very hazy. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, by Oblivion, I'm not even sure what day it is. The bottles must be somewhere along the winery grounds. I probably dropped them as we went along. I can barely see straight right now. Could you fetch them for me? I believe we toured the southern, northern, and central arbors. Yes, that sounds right. There should be 3 bottles, all with the Russefeld seal. Now, it's the best place for wine in Somerset. Well, at least according to my father it is. That's why he makes me travel all the way here. Honestly, though, it tastes all the same to me. Why, aren't you just hilarious? Yes, let's bully the tasteless lush who lost his wine. Speaking of which, don't you have bottles to find? I must return to Shimmerine soon, or I'll never hear the end of it. So, off you go. Fine, fine. Let me try to remember. I recall sitting near a fire with someone playing a lute. Yes, that memory's a bit more clear. I believe you'll find the first bottle there. The sunrise, perhaps? It was getting darker then. I took a seat on a stone bench further within the arbor. There was a light behind me, but it was faint. A small lamp, I suppose? Yes, and I had just a hint of my bottle of wedding veil. I remember now. Ah. My rose heart. Strong stuff, if memory serves. I must have been even further within the arbor at that time, probably close to town. I remember falling down quite a few times. It most likely ended up on the ground somewhere.
I thought you gave up thieving.
luck. My head hasn't hurt this bad since, well, actually not that long ago. Perhaps my cousin's wedding last month? But then, there was that little get-together last week. Never mind all that. Have you the bottles? My, don't these beauties look tempting? Perhaps I'll have a few sips, just to get me going before I set off on the road. Here's your reward, for services rendered and all that.
Let's hit the trail. That was easy. That's it. Are you hurt? I never thought to lay eyes on this place. Truth, I wasn't even sure it existed.
Someone with flesh on their bones. Thank Moloch. What? Oh, thank Malakath. I thought you were the Relic Master. I'm not sure what brings you down here, but you couldn't have come at a better time. As you can see, I'm a little impaired. Our betters don't like to talk about it. When they do, they call it Trader's Vault. According to my research, it used to serve as a retreat for the Order's most talented pupils. But then, without warning, the Rite Master barred it shut. Good question. I found this memory stone in the Grand Reliquary. It's called the Eye of Remembrance. Using it near the library pedestals here might show us why these ruins were sealed. You look stronger than most. How about you lend me a hand? What luck! To find a fellow troublemaker on this stiff-necked isle. There should be pedestals scattered throughout the ruin that will cause the eye to activate. I'll contact you through oral projection to walk you through it. Ulaseta, formerly of Clan Kog. The Psijics want you to renounce those old affiliations, you see. Don't want that sort of thing to interfere with your dedication to the old ways. Something like 350 years, give or take a decade. I know what you're thinking. She looks sprightly for her age, right? Long life comes with the robes. The Psijics don't think you can learn much of anything in a normal orc lifetime. Semantics. I'm still an apprentice, you see. I should have earned my gray cloak a century ago, but I'm too much of a gadfly. Rubs our masters the wrong way. I'm what they call an admina, a poor listener. The fact is, I listen better than most. Yes, a whole heap of them. Skeletons mostly. I tried to banish them, but my mastery of restoration falls way short of adequate. Your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, the Rite Master locked everyone out shortly after we went into seclusion. It might have something to do with the Worm King. Manamarco. Rite Master Ikesis threw him out just before the island disappeared. From what I hear, he caused quite an uproar on the mainland. Other than the fancy name, I'm not exactly sure. If you look closely, you'll see it's covered in Aldmeric runes. I tried to translate them, but most of them are time-worn and illegible. The only words I can decipher are travel and memory. Of course! I wouldn't have risked the Psijics' wrath on a hunch. Apparently, the students who studied here used the eye extensively. With any luck, some of the channeling pedestals will still work. Guess we'll just have to see.
The day is ours!
Just look at this place. How in Sirabane's name did you get the Rite Master to unlock it for you?
He rightly acknowledged our superior skill. It's only natural that he'd let us work here.
Well, it's quite a privilege.
Privilege? It's our right, Valas. You mustn't be so humble all the time.
Not this again. Come, let's explore further.
Secluded? Cavernous? Yes, this will be perfect for my research.
The day will be ours! To arms! Practice makes the master. Fight? Good. Sheath your weapons. The battle is won.
What have you done? This is just repugnant.
Oh, Varnus. I would have thought you less judgmental. It's just a bit of puppetry. Nothing but arcane lift and spirit handling.
That was a living thing, Mannimarco. You're edging close to a dangerous line. Too close.
You sound like the right master. The only lines are those you draw in your mind.
I'm not going to... Please. Just find a new avenue of research, all right?
Oh, Varnus, you fool. You will never understand true power.
Courage brings victory. That's the last of them.
What happened to our classmates? What is wrong with you?
Wrong? Honestly, grow up, Vanus. There is no right and wrong. Only power and weakness.
You made me for a fool. I can't believe I didn't see the rot infesting your soul. You will answer for this eventually. I swear it.
And you, my friend, will answer for your short-sightedness when I eclipse you in every way.
I always thought Mannimarco was confused, misguided. Seems he knew exactly what he was doing. Amazing.
didn't you? You're a greater fool than I thought.
You tainted the Thapora Tower. You're worse than a murderer.
Pathetic. Do you expect Ichesus to bind me here? No! Simply banish me from the island.
That won't be enough. You're a beast, Mannimarco. A beast that needs to be caged.
Of course you're right. And once I reach the mainland, I'll show the world just how right you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a ritual to complete. Now, to my masterwork. If Ichesus does not see the genius of my work, he can rot with the rest of them.
So these are the events that led to Mannimarco's exile. Let's keep exploring. Well, I didn't expect that. Meet me outside. We have a lot to talk about.
Attack! seem to remain still. Taste our steel! Let's go! Cruel. Defeat is worse. magical places are always so beautiful and inspiring. Well, most of them anyway.
Welcome back, partner! By Malakath, what a discovery! We learned about the history of the Vault, the Worm King's relationship with Vanus Galarian, and you even destroyed one of Manamarco's vile experiments. Not bad for a day's work. Don't turn on me now. The Eye gave us glimpses of Manamarco's work. With time, we might be able to learn more about his process. Know your enemy, right? I hope I can count on you to keep this a secret. Here's a little something for the effort.
I'm ready to face anything.
Khajiit has gold if you have...
What's new?
Welcome back. Don't turn on me now. Let's do this again sometime, huh?
No, you will not be doing anything like this ever again, Ulyssetta.
Spying on us,
Divines
huh?
were in a good
well,
mood
I'm
when they
sick
made
of you
this
cowards
place.
hiding knowledge away and then punishing us for discovering it.
If not for Admana, like you, we wouldn't have to hide things like the eye you stole. Come, Ulyssetta. Your punishment awaits.
Good. I'm anxious to tell you all exactly what I think of you.
I like places where things have happened, even if they were sad things.
Eldalar insists we can learn something from these arcane skirmishes, but summoning up creatures like this does not put me at ease.
Mind your step, Karam. Eldalar's summoning displays can be energetic.